Good morning, class, and welcome back to Hot School. Hope you had yourselves a good recess. In today's lesson, we will be covering Malthael, who is the Tormentor of Souls himself. He came into the game, and man, he was really powerful initially. And he haven't seen him too much lately. He does a lot of percent-based damage, so he is very good against tanks, and he has a lot of sustain too. Let's see what we can get going with him. Oh, did I mention that he sounds cool? Because he sounds cool. Alrighty, so we find ourselves in the Garden of Terror map. On the friendly team, we've got Malthael, Kel'Thuzad, Chromie, Diablo, and Li Ming versus Tracer, Ragnaros, Muradin, Mal'Ganis, and Raynor. So we will be... we're favored against like the Muradin and Mal'Ganis possibly. Tracer and Raynor are big kind of issues for us because they have the advantage of range and the ability to move around a little bit, have a little bit more mobility in those fights than we have. So we shall see what we can get done. Hopefully we can get some decent damage out of our Kel'Thuzad, or pretty much our team of mages. Our mage team plus Diablo and Malthael. So we'll see what we got going.
Time for combat, friends. Be prepared.
We're gonna take Fear the Reaper at level 1, which is gonna give us the ability to increase our movement speed by 25% and pass through other units for 4 seconds. This is gonna be helpful for getting in range or getting out of range of our attackers. Our Q ability is called Soul Rip. So for me to really define this one, we should talk about our trait, which is called Reaper's Mark. So our basic attacks cleave an area in front of us, and they apply Reaper's Mark for 4 seconds. Marked enemies are revealed and take damage equal to 1.75% of their maximum health every 1 second. Well, if we use our Q ability, Soul Rip, anything around us that has Reaper's Mark on it is going to be taking more damage, and it's going to be healing us for a percentage of our maximum health. Now our E ability, which I'm going to explain right now, is called Death Shroud, which you'll see right there, as we just used it on got quite a few peeps. Oh god. We're just gonna go ahead and pop our 25% movement speed buff because we're gonna need it. So our E ability is Death Shroud. It throws a shroud of death in front of us. Going ahead and applying Reaper's Mark on anything that hits, also dealing some damage. So we can go ahead and do this to like all these minions and pop our Q to help us get back some of our health here. Our W ability is called Wraith Strike, and what that does is we will teleport to the target that we are going against, or that we have currently marked with it lets us teleport to an enemy currently marked by Reaper's Mark, dealing damage to them and teleporting us so we can do kind of additional damage to them. So we're just gonna kind of come over here and soak up some of that health there. We're just going to keep applying Reaper's Mark on stuff here. Teleport to the other side of this rag. Do a little bit of damage to him. We just want to do that sweet percent-based damage to him. We're going to throw that out there just for shits and giggles in case he were to run back into it, so that we can go ahead and do some more of that percentage-based damage. We're going to come up here to mid. We got the warrior situation up here, and warriors are favorable for us to do a little bit of damage. So we can go ahead and kind of do a little bit of damage as Mal'Ganis. We need to heal. We need to watch out for the stupid siege giants. Heal off of these things with that. We should go back. We are pretty low. At level 4, we are going to take increase Reaper's Mark's duration, which is called Black Harvest. So what this is going to do is, by having it on heroes for 180 seconds total, it will increase the duration of our Reaper's Mark by 2 seconds, which means that they will take more damage over that amount of time. Plus, it allows us to be a little bit more mobile and do more damage as we continue on. Oh, that was a bad time trap there. We need to get rid of this. These siege giants are just wrecking us here in this middle. We would have been able to hit with that E ability. Ooh, nice. Ming's gonna get some resets, so we're gonna go in and YOLO. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. We got that objective. We're gonna go ahead and take out this minion wave. Now we do excel on taking out minion waves because we gain health from that, and that's pretty much all of our sustain and everything we got. We're gonna go ahead and teleport to the other side of this Mal'Ganis. Go ahead and doing a little bit more damage to him, trying to keep Reaper's Mark on as many targets as we can, so we can go ahead and get that ability up. Ooh, look at all that Reaper's Mark. Do that damage, gain that health. We're gonna go ahead and cleave down these. We don't need to really use our Q ability because of the fact that we aren't really missing any health. We're gonna go up top because we want to try to get this XP as much as we can. We are doing a very poor job of getting XP, as you can see bottom there with the rag that has been repeatedly sent by the Kel'Thuzad there. And right now we're just really just trying to keep Tracer applied with our ability here, so that we can go ahead and keep getting those stacks. At level 7, we are going to take. Don't want to reduce enemy healing. Nah, there's nothing really any enemy healing out there. We're gonna go ahead and apply that there. We need to get back our health and take out this minion wave as much as we can. We are going to take Cold Hand, which is our Soul Rip slows enemies for 2.5 seconds. Let's see. We're just kind of coming in here. Ugh. Yeah, Rainer's going to get us, especially with the Tracer. We need to have like the rest of the team kind of with us to really be able to do that. Now, ranged is our bane. And the amount of Rainer's damage is going to be really hurting us. So Chromie's doing a good job of keeping an eye out on the objective and using her Q, well, until right there. But she got her W out there. Okay, so we lost our Chromie, so we need to get a kill here to give our Ming some resets. Hopefully that Tracer doesn't have a bomb kind of queued up. Otherwise we might be in some trouble here. Let's see if we can... We're going to go ahead and teleport to this other side of this Muradin here and just stick to him. And go ahead and take him out. Good job by the Ming. And Diablo able to tag that Tracer. We're going to come over here. Just take out this minion wave. Try to get that XP. We're already down pretty significantly on the XP game, so... we need to make sure that we're trying to pick up the slack for our team, which seems to be very scattered when it comes to obtaining XP in this game. We're just going to come down here. Once again, just kind of soak in a little bit. We'll get one more wave here as the seed spawns. So we'll go ahead and launch that. Make sure that we hit the entire wave there. Use our Q ability to get in some more damage. We didn't really need the heals, but I did it for the damage. Now we are behind, as they are going to have level 10s. So we gotta be careful here. Uh-oh. Ming's down. We're just gonna keep using our Q, and we're just gonna get back our health as much as we can. That's a good way for us to get stacks because they were chasing us. We gotta watch out for this lava wave, so we gotta wait here for just a second. We're just trying to soak up this XP. Okay, so at level 10, we're actually gonna take Last Rites. Now we have two choices here, and the other one might be the better one. Was it Tormented Souls? Yeah, Tormented Souls. What that does is basically we get armor and it applies Reaper's Mark to things around us, allowing us to kind of tank in and do damage there. What Last Rites, however, is going to allow us to do is it's going to apply a death sentence to a hero, which sounds super cool. It does damage equal to 50% of their missing health. So it gets really kind of complicated here. So you want to hit a target with it roughly about when they are about 33% or so of their health, and it will go ahead and kill them. Now, the more kills that we get with this, the better it gets. So we're able to get that Mal'Ganis because he used Dark Conversion, but his Dark Conversion still went off on the Diablo, so the Diablo dropped very quickly too, because that's also a percentage-based ability. So we will be able to do that. So now the thing with Last Rites is every time that you hit a hero, that you get a kill with a hero, or enemy, sorry, that a hero dies while they are affected by it, whether it be the Last Rites ability itself killing them, or if they just die while having that. Either way, they will go ahead and it'll lower the cooldown for it permanently by 5 seconds, down to a minimum of 15 seconds. So that means, in theory, you could have your ult going off every 15 seconds. I'm just going to teleport here, take that out. So Malthael is really good against NPCs as well, just because of the fact of the way that his skills work. We're going to teleport over this guy. We're going to put Last Rites on him, which will go ahead and kill him. Diablo got wrecked by Mal'Ganis again. So we got to step back. We were able to kill the Murden with Last Rites, so it's making our Last Rites come back. So it's we'll eventually get them. We're just trying to keep those stacks up on the oh crap on the Reaper's Mark. So we want to get as many of that as going as we can. We want to go ahead and gain physical armor on this one. Let's go ahead, yeah. Ooh. Actually, we're gonna increase a soul rips healing. Sorry. God, man, people get just so angry when things aren't going their way because of whatever reason. So Malthael is he's a character that really gets stronger as the game goes on. So he initially he's all right, but he really comes into his prime as the game continues on, because remember, he is doing percent-based damage. So when the enemy has more health, he's doing more damage. So we're just gonna kind of come in here, trying to get back XP as much as we can, ignoring all these people. I couldn't even tell you what they're saying right now, so maybe you can see, but you can definitely see that it's not it's slightly toxic. We're gonna die here. Not too much we could do. I thought the team was gonna come around with me and we were gonna get him in a pincer. However, they went to the left way there. Oh, maybe we might be able to get him. Nice. Nice job. All right. Just let them know they should just focus, play the game. Maybe we'll win, maybe we won't. But you know, it's the way it's gonna go. We are going to take with these heroes here. We're gonna go ahead and get a big Q off on that. We're gonna take Mortality. which what this does is when we use our Wraith Strike ability, it does additional 6% of the hero's max health for damage versus Muradin and Mal'Ganis. That's quite a bit of damage.
A seed has sprouted. Best not.
We can't really go for that right now. We just don't have the we just don't have the positioning. So we need to just focus on trying to get XP. So maybe when it gets down to level 20, or maybe we'll actually hit level 20. Uh-oh. Oh man, we're gonna use our speed boost. It's not gonna be enough to get away from Tracer. Damn! Almost got away from her. They might be able to get the kill on that Muradin. Nice. Good kill on Muradin, which means resets for Ming. So that would have been a better opportunity for us to use the Tormented Souls ability, and we could kind of YOLO'd in there, because what it does, since it puts all the stuff on them. All right, we're gonna go ahead and mute and mute.
Soon you will have another seed to gather, heroes.
And so what that would allow us to do is kind of YOLO in there. And when we have so many heroes around us and we could use our Q to kind of heal, you kind of have a stronger chance to survive. Ooh, Chromie misses her combo, which is going to cause her to miss that Tracer kill. But tried to come up there. Chromie missing her combo means she missed the Tracer kill, which means that she died. This is probably gonna be close to GG, maybe. We're just gonna go ahead and throw that down there and kind of back up here, because they're gonna converge on us. We want to stay a little bit safer. We can't stop the getting that objective, so that objective's probably going to be GG.
Here come my terrors.
I tried to use Wraith Strike, but missed her. I was hoping she was just gonna go back, because I wanted to pop Last Rites, but I didn't want to pop it before she used Recall. So I was holding on to it, and I should have done it to scare her away. I thought we were going to be able to do a little bit more damage. However, since Tracer has so little health, has so little of a health pool, our percent-based damage is also not doing as much damage as it potentially could have been doing against like another hero. So unfortunately, we weren't able to make that one happen. We're not gonna get back in time. Well, I guess that's that game. I mean, honestly, had our team focused more on playing the game instead of like, complaining at one another, we would have had a better opportunity at potentially winning it. But I mean, that's the way it goes. So there's not too much that we can do there, but hopefully you got to see a little bit as far as what Malthael is capable of doing. I feel like he's in not the best place these days, because so the main things that Malthael is weak against is going to be, your ranged characters. Also, CC can wreck him pretty hard because he's not able to kind of do what needs to be done. So having a lot of CC or ranged characters that are able to outmaneuver him is going to be a little bit difficult. So like, for instance, if we were to 1v1 that Tracer, there's no way we'd probably ever win that interaction unless we got lucky and she just played really poorly. However, let's talk about kind of the build that we chose here. So at level 1, we took Fear the Reaper, and that was so we could gain our movement speed and let us kind of move in and out as far as in fights, and just on demand, like little sprint. And one you see a lot, pretty often also, is on a pale horse, which allows you to have 20% movement speed while mounted. So that's always a good good movement speed to just kind of get around the map and help you just overall maneuverability in that way. Now, if you are wanting just a sheer more utility and damage potential, Death's Reach is going to be that, because it's going to increase the range of your E ability, Wraith Strike. At level 4, we took Black Harvest. We actually didn't even finish that because we weren't around the heroes enough, because we were so focused on trying to get the XP for the team because they were too busy yelling at one another, doing whatever they were doing. But another option that you could have taken is Die Alone, which is, it does more damage to heroes if it only hits one hero. It's very similar to Muradin's Thunderclap, doing extra damage if it's going against one hero. So that's also an option there. Now, throwing Shade is really good as well, because this will actually increase your Death Shroud range by 33% once you hit 15 heroes with Death Shroud. It also reduces cooldown and mana cost, so that's kind of all encompassing good. So that allows you to get a larger amount of your Death Shroud out. Now, what that does also is that really plays well into another build that works really well with the level 10 Tormented Souls, which we'll talk about here in a second. But level 7, so we took Cold Hand, so Soul Rip slows enemies by 20% for 2.5 seconds. You can also do Massacre, which does a Wraith Strike and hits an area for more of like an AoE type idea. And then also Touch of Death. If they would have had a healer, Touch of Death is really solid too, because you can actually activate it. And so anything that has Reaper's Mark for 50, you can, with anything with Reaper's Mark, you can make it so that they take 50% less healing for 4 seconds, which is a solid sustainability or a decrease for your opponent. Now at level 10, we took Last Rites. We landed it a couple times to kill Muradin and Malthael, which was the main reasons that we wanted that, because it's, once again, he's so focused on percent damage health that it's really a really solid way for us to take a target that's low and finish them off. And especially with the Malthael playing as using Dark Conversion, he's going to let himself get lower and play more aggressively, so that would have worked well for us with Last Rites. However, we just didn't have the reliable damage coming out from the rest of the team for us to really capitalize on that even more often. The other option at level 10 is Tormented Souls. Now, what this does is for 4 seconds, anything around you is going to be continuously getting Reaper's Mark. So what that does is allows you to, any talent that in the build that's going to benefit from Reaper's Mark is going to benefit from that. But what it really does is allows you to constantly use Soul Rip so that you can go ahead and gain that health back from your opponents. Plus you can use Wraith Strike, teleport around to different people. It just allows you to be extremely mobile, and it gives you kind of more options. Now, it used to pop with you used to get a bunch of armor when you used it also, and that's what made him so powerful initially. It doesn't do that anymore. However, what you can do is take Ethereal Existence, which you gain armor, or I guess it might have always been like this, it just might have lasted longer. But you take Ethereal Existence, what this does is it gives you physical armor per enemy here afflicted by Reaper's Mark. Yeah, this was the talent, but you could get it up to 40 before, and then you could go ahead, you pop your Tormented Souls, teleport in with a Wraith Strike, and then you're gaining all of this armor on top of being able to heal. So he used to just not die like pretty much at all. Now you can we ended up taking Soul Siphon so that we gain more bonus healing from heroes to maximum of their health. We could have taken the armor one, but we really weren't in a situation to really gain all that much from the armor. It would have been helpful against the Tracer, but 10 armor is, that's only 10% less damage, and really her basic attacks are doing about, 60, 70, so it's only saving about 6 per hit. Now that does add up, but in this kit situation, it really wasn't. Soul Siphon was probably the best one that we could have taken in that match. Now at level 16, Memento Mori is a huge damage increase if you've been going for building into your Reaper's Mark. So Reaper's Mark deals an 80% increased damage after afflicting an enemy for more than 4 seconds. So the build that you see a lot is people will go Black Harvest so that permanently increases the Reaper's Mark duration by 2 seconds. seconds. Then when you get that Memento Mori, they're able to take even more damage because it's guaranteed that it's going to last more than 4 seconds. Because if you look at the trait, it lasts for 4 seconds initially, and then if you've completed this, that's 2 seconds more of 80% more damage, assuming you don't even get in any other hits on them to refresh that Reaper's Mark cooldown. So we took mortality so that we could do the 6% more damage to heroes maximum health. Memento Mori, had we been closer to finishing our Black Harvest, I definitely would have gone Memento Mori. And really at 16 is when Malthael's damage can potentially highly ramp up. Because of this talent right there. I would say in most cases it's the best talent in the tier, because you're going to be able to get that extra damage just kind of going out. Now at level 20, you can take if we would have gotten to level 20, the number one thing that you usually see here is Final Curtain. Death Shroud leaves a trail in its wake for 4 seconds. So what this does is it's basically like putting down a line that if anybody crosses it, it's going to give them Reaper's Mark. It allows you to do a lot of damage to area in the area to opponents. And once again, that does go well with all the other things, as well as Memento Mori and everything else. Had we hit level 20, I probably would have taken Angel of Death. So what Last Rites does is it heals for 100% of the damage dealt. And so in its current and future cooldown, reduction bonuses are doubled. So what that means is that it makes it so that it's like you've done a lot more kills with your quest here on it, allowing that cooldown to be even shorter. Now the thing about it is, you can use that almost not necessarily as an opener, but if they're missing some health and you're about to die, you can pop that, and that's kind of a way for you to kind of stay alive. Now, another thing you see a lot of people take is No One Can Stop Death. It activates to basically respawn immediately, and increases your next respawn time. It can be useful, but I personally don't like to take any talent that really I don't want to say incentivizes dying, because in theory you should try not to die. So I mean, if you're taking talents to incentivize it and you never die, it's a completely wasted talent, right? So anyways, with that being said, that is Malthael. I think, like I said, I think he's a fun hero to play. He definitely has a solid spot in the game. You don't see him just as much as you used to, though, but hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. And with that being said, you guys have yourselves a great rest of your day, and we will see you guys all next time. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more gaming content. It really helps me out. It doesn't cost me anything. Thank you again. Have a great day.